Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to bring you another beauty blab video. If you didn't see my first beauty blab, I will make sure to link that one up above. But basically, I decided to do something a little bit different than monthly favorite videos or non-favorite videos. I used to do them on my channel, but I just feel like I don't necessarily have a whole bunch of products every single month that I have strong feelings about, you know, whether they're new or not. And so I didn't want to feel that pressure of putting up a video every single month with favorites and non-favorites, if that makes sense. I think that, you know, with some of the bigger channels where they're being sent products, then they're trying a lot more, you know, and they're buying stuff too, of course. But when I am getting things, I'm getting them with my own money, so I'm not always buying a ton of new things. So I figured when I accumulate enough products that I can talk about, then I'll put up one of these videos. And I really do feel like I have a lot of products now that I can talk about, so let's just jump right in. So the first thing is a skincare product, and this is actually the newest thing to me in this assortment of products. There's another one that's pretty new, but this one is also very new. This is the Tarte Knockout Tangling Treatment. I originally heard about this product from Stephanie Nicole here on YouTube. She is my skincare guru. I have found so many products that I love from her, and she recently talked about this and said how good it was. And this is a really affordable product too. This is, I think, about $40, and you get 5 fluid ounces in here, which is a good amount. You're not gonna go through this quickly because this is strong. The thing that made me really curious to try this is that she said that this has basically replaced her Sunday Riley Good Genes. And Sunday Riley Good Genes is a product that I learned about from her, and it became one of my favorite products. I went through 2 bottles of it, I think, and I haven't repurchased it in a really long time because I've been sort of surviving off of the little samples that I was able to get. You know, they every so often will come out with 100-point perk little bottles of it, and I try to snatch up as many of them as I can because it's such a pricey serum, but it's so good for my skin. It's an exfoliator. It has lactic acid in it, and this also has lactic acid in it. This is a blend of salicylic and lactic acids, and it says that it's supposed to exfoliate, balance, and minimize the appearance of pores. I was definitely curious about this because I feel like that's what Good Genes was doing for me. It really smoothed my skin, it improved the quality of my skin, it exfoliated it, you know, brightened it, and I just felt like I could notice a difference if I didn't use it. And I was willing to buy it again. I was going to buy it during the Sephora VIB sale. But I thought, you know what? If Stephanie Nicole says that this has basically replaced Good Genes for her, maybe I'll try this and see, you know, if I like it, and I could at least try it for now and see if I can, you know, if I like the way that my skin looks without Good Genes and using this instead, because this is like a fraction of the price. Good Genes is probably, you know, around $100 for 1 ounce. And I mean, that bottle will last me for a while because you just need a tiny bit to put all over your face. But, you know, this is something that, you know, it is a different part of the skincare regimen. And this is strong. So the very first time that I tried it, and now, by the way, when I went to Sephora and I asked for a sample, because, you know, something strong like this, you want to make sure that your skin doesn't have a terrible reaction to it. The woman at Sephora didn't know how she was going to give me a sample of this because it's super watery. I mean, you can hear it. It's just very watery. But then she thought, oh, I can just soak some cotton pads in it and then you can use it to try it that way. And that worked out really, really well because I was able to try it 3 or 4 times, I think, so that I could at least make sure that my skin didn't totally hate it before I bought the full bottle of it, which I got during the VIB sale. And the first time that I used it, I kind of freaked out a little bit because it burned like crazy. And I use Good Genes like every night. I exfoliate my skin every night. But this stuff was intense. It really was a tingling treatment. It made my skin burn really bad and my face got super red. And so I was like, oh no, should I wash this off? Like, I don't even know. But it was okay, it went away. And then in the morning, my skin looked totally fine. So I knew that I wasn't gonna have an issue with it. So after a few times of using it, I liked it. I was using it like twice a week. And then I decided that I liked it enough that I wanted to try it because honestly, a few times is not gonna really let me know if a product is doing major things for my skin. So I decided that I liked it enough though to buy it instead of Good Genes during the VIB sale because again, Good Genes is really expensive and a discount is great, but it's still pricey. And this is just way more affordable. And honestly, I've been using it ever since. Now I'm kind of using it every other night. I'm sort of working up to using it every night. And I love it. I think that my skin is so smooth because of it. I do think that it is minimizing my pores just a little bit. I have very intense pores around this area and on my nose, but especially right here. I haven't totally cut out Good Genes. I've been using it sort of like every other night. I've been using this and then I use Good Genes and then so on. So I kind of want to like totally stop using Good Genes for a bit to see if, you know, it's all this product, but I do feel like it's doing really nice things for my skin. It still will tingle, but not as badly as the first time that I used it, and my face doesn't get red anymore. But if you want to try it, you know, try it like a little bit here or something, just so that if you do get like a crazy reaction, you're not going to have it all over your face. That goes for probably any skincare product. But anyway, I do highly recommend it if you want a good exfoliator. I really have been loving it. I know that was kind of a long story to tell you how I got to this, but I just think that it's important because that's sort of that was my thought process. And I really am loving this, and I think that this might have replaced Good Genes for me too, which is crazy because I really do love Good Genes, but you don't need both because they have the same lactic acid in it and they both exfoliate. And you know, Good Genes is more of a serum, this is more of like you know, an acid toner, but they do similar things. So I don't know, I think that this might be it. So I definitely recommend you try this. This is great. All right, one more like skincare type of product, and this is another one that is pretty new to me, but I actually did fall in love with this the first time that I used it. I've used it multiple times since then, so I know it wasn't just like a first impression, but I really love it. This is the Kopari Lip Glossy. I talked about this in a beauty wish list a while back, that whenever I ran out of my current lip balm, that I, you know, because I always keep a lip balm on my vanity and just sort of, you know, so that I can moisturize my lips either first thing in the morning or before I'm doing my makeup or whatever. And so I did end up getting this to, you know, replace whatever I was using. And I love this. The smell is like, it's divine. It is so delicious. It's a coconutty smell, but it's not like a fake coconut, and it's like a sweet coconut. Oh, it's so good. It smells delicious. So that I liked anyway, and so I enjoyed putting it on because it smells so good. But then it's such an interesting lip balm. Like, calling it a lip glossy is really a good name for it. I was wondering why it was called that, and it really is a good name for it because it's very glossy, but it doesn't like go away really quickly. Like, it really does stay glossy, but it still hydrates the lips really nicely. You know, I haven't tried this with like severely chapped lips or super dry lips or anything like that because I do a really good job of hydrating my lips, and you know, I wear a lip, like a lip butter or a lip treatment overnight, usually every single night. So I don't usually end up with super chapped lips. So I can't speak to it working on those type of situations. But as far as just for everyday use and just hydrating your lips, this has been working super well. And it is a little bit pricey, you know, it's not the cheapest of lip balms, but what I like about this is that it does hydrate, it feels good, it smells good, but the glossiness stays around. So like, you could just wear this as just like a lip gloss basically. You know, you can put it on top of a lipstick if you wanted to hydrate a little bit, but you could wear it on its own. It just looks super pretty. So it's a lip treatment that looks really nice too. So I do really like it. It's clear, but it still looks really nice on your lips, and I've been really enjoying this. The next thing is a bronzer by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I did a whole first impression, review, demo, all of that on this bronzer. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it up above, but I was so excited to get this because I haven't been excited about a bronzer in a really long time. And when I saw these coming out, I was really excited because ABH just does such good products. And I love the tone of this bronzer. I'm wearing it today, actually. And I just think that it looks super nice. It's very pigmented, but it blends out easily. So if you put like too much on, you can definitely blend it out, but you just don't need a lot of this. And it's such a nice color. It's not too warm. It's not, you know, too cool. It's definitely a bronzer, but I've been really enjoying it. You can kind of see the tone a little bit when I turn it like that. So it's not as cool as it's looking when I face it forward like that. But I've been really enjoying this bronzer. If you've been looking for a new one, you know, it's a little pricey, but it's, you know, not crazy for a high-end brand. So I do think that it's really nice and you get a lot of product. So very good bronzer. And then I think everything else is drugstore. So how about that? All right, so the first thing are these Burt's Bees blushes. So I first got this one. Now, I'd heard about these because Kathleen Lights talked about them, and she's not like a huge blush person, so I feel like when she talks about a blush, you know, that she's so excited about it, like it's got to be good. And she was talking about this one. I mean, she talked about all of them, I think, but this one in particular, this one in Toasted Cinnamon. And this is such a unique color, and that's what I love about it. It's so, so pretty. Honestly, like, I have nothing like this in my collection. It honestly is so much prettier on the face than it looks in this pan, by the way. This makes it look kind of boring and almost like a bronzer, but it is really, really pretty on the cheeks. I just love this one. And I really do like this other one because after I got this one and I loved it so much, I wanted to try another one. This one's in the shade Bare Peach. This one's also beautiful. It's just not quite as, you know, unique as this one. But they're both beautiful. The formula is so, so nice. It lasts really long on the skin. And they're matte, but they sort of have a little bit of a satin finish to them. These are a little bit pricey for like drugstore brands, but still really, really nice. Actually, all of this drugstore stuff is like higher price drugstore stuff. So sorry about that, but they're so, so good. Like these could be high end, honestly. That's how good they are. The next ones are from Pixi by Petra, which is sold at Target. And this is another thing where I bought one and I loved it so much that I went and got the other one. So these are their, let's see, Glowy Gossamer Duos. Okay, so I first got the one in Delicate Dew. This one's a little bit more like, a little more gold and champagne-y. These are blinding. Like, I'm rubbing my finger very softly and look how intense those are. Like, wow, just beautiful. And they look beautiful on the skin too. Like they really do melt into the skin. I mean, and again, these are pricier, you know, for a drugstore brand. I mean, you know, it's Target, but still they are technically a drugstore brand and they are pricier, but they're still less than higher end brands. So, you know, I think they are still really worth it. And especially if you have a Target Red card like I do, you can get a discount. So then I got the one in Subtle Sunrise. So I haven't used this one quite as much as I've used this one. And actually I have a little bit of this Delicate Dew one, this lighter one. I have a little bit of that just at the top of my cheekbone, just to like make it pop a little bit more. But then these, oh my God. Same thing, I just rubbed really, really gently. They're beautiful. They're so, so beautiful. I just, if you're looking for, you know, a little bit more of an affordable highlighter and you like duos like this, I love that they're duos. Sometimes I mix them, sometimes I use them on their own. These are so nice. They could be high end. That's how good the quality is. All right, and so then the last of like my favorites is like basically a brand. I mean, it's a bunch of products, but it's Flower Beauty. I have just been loving her products. So this is Drew Barrymore's line, and I just think that it's fantastic. It used to be only sold at Walmart, and so that's why I hadn't tried it for a really long time, because I just don't really shop at Walmart. But now they're also sold at Ulta. Unfortunately, right now only online in my Ulta. I wish that they were sold in store because I'd love to like see some more in person. But I've just been kind of picking up things here and there. So I definitely want to try more than what I have now, but I'm just loving everything that I've been trying so far. There's only one thing that I'm like not totally sure yet about, but everything else I'm really loving. So the first thing that I got, I'm pretty sure, yeah, the first thing that I got was this blush. This is one of their Flower Pots blushes. This is in the shade Sweet Pea, and it's beautiful. It's just a beautiful pink blush. And it lasts super well on the cheeks. It looks beautiful. I just think that it's such a good blush. I want to try other shades of these. It's so, so nice. Okay, so I had to just pop in here because I'm kicking myself as I'm editing this because I forgot two of my favorite Flower Beauty products. One is their Beauty Sponge, which has taken me away from the Beauty Blender. I just absolutely am loving it, and I'm so surprised at how much I love it. And then the other thing is their highlighting trio. I'll link them down below so that you can see both of them, but both of those products are amazing, and I don't know how I forgot to mention them, but anyway, I had to come on here and tell you. Back to the video. I've been trying some of their lip products. So The only one that I'm not totally sure about, and if you've seen my liquid lipstick collection and declutter video, then you'll have heard about this. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link that above for you. But this is their Miracle Matte Lip. This is in the shade Nude Blush. The color's really, really pretty. You can see I've only tried this once because it is very new to me. I just got it not too long ago, and I just haven't had a chance to really try it too much more. But I need to, because I need to figure out how I feel about it. It just was such a weird formula that it kind of like threw me off. Like, it wasn't bad and it looked nice, but the formula was just very, very strange. Like, it's hard to describe if you haven't actually worn it. It goes on really wet and cooling, sort of. I don't know, it's really hard to explain. You'd have to try it to know what I'm talking about. And if you were to put it on, you'd be like, oh, that's what she means, okay. So I need to keep trying this one to see, but that's the only one that I'm like, I didn't fall in love with like the second that I put it on, basically. And the other thing that I'm still also trying that I like so far, but I haven't tried enough to really know that I love it, is their Seal the Deal Long Lasting Setting Spray, the matte spray. So I think I'll be able to tell a little bit better with this one when it gets a little bit warmer out. We're starting to finally be in spring and all of that, so my skin will get a little more oily because I'm combo. So I'll be able to tell a little bit better with this as we get into the warmer months. But so far I do like it. The other lip products that I've tried, I also really, really love. So the first one that I tried that I was just like so excited about is this right here. This is their Mix and Matte Lip Duo. So on one side it has a lipstick, and this lipstick is so pretty. This one's in the shade Honey Nude. Such a pretty shade. I love this lip color. Let me see, I've got like highlighter all over my hands, so let's see here. I'll put it on the side here so you can see it's so, so pretty. It's a beautiful dark nude. And then this other side, it's like a lip topper. It's not a gloss, but it's beautiful. It's so, so pretty. So I'll put it on top so you can kind of see. Just adds a nice like shiny effect. So you can put it like in the middle of your lips. You can put it all over. It just looks so nice. And I love the lipstick on its own. I love it with the topper. I just think this is so, so nice. The other thing, I got just one of their regular lipsticks. This is the Autumn Rose shade. It's the matte formula. Again, just a beautiful lipstick, just so, so nice. A really pretty color. Let's see, I'll put this one right here. Super creamy, super pigmented, gorgeous color. I want to get more of these. I just think that they're so nice and, you know, pricier again for drugstore, but all natural, so that's always good, and still less than higher end prices. And then the last two things that I've been trying from them are complexion products, and I'm actually wearing both of them today. So their Light Illusion Foundation and their Light Illusion Concealer. Now I think I got the concealer first. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got this first. I love this concealer. It definitely creases, so you have to be careful. But honestly, every concealer creases on me. I mean, if you've got lines under your eyes, like, I don't know, for me, they're just always gonna crease. Like even Shape Tape creases, you know? But this looks so pretty. It has good coverage, but it's not too cakey. It looks, you know, very fresh and youthful and dewy. And I just love the way that this looks. I've really been enjoying this concealer. This foundation, I also really like. This is definitely a very dewy foundation. So if you have anywhere from normal to oily skin, you definitely want to set this really well. And I may not be able to get away with this in the summer. I'm not really sure yet. I mean, it definitely creases a little bit in my forehead. Again, I have lines, so what? But I just think that it looks so nice and just youthful and glowy and pretty. And I've really been enjoying it. I just have to set it really, really well. And I think that if you have drier skin, you'll really, really like this foundation. They need to extend their shade range really, really, really badly, but I'm sure that they will because they've been getting a lot of good feedback about this line because it is a fairly new line, I think. So, you know, we'll give them a chance and hopefully they'll extend it. Okay, Drew, you gotta extend the range. Like she would never watch this video, but whatever. And then I actually have one thing that I don't really like. So this is weird too, because this is something that I got because I heard people raving about, like people talking about this product being their holy grail product. So I'm like, well, of course I'm gonna buy it. It's a cheaper alternative to my favorite, right? And I don't like it, which was a bummer because it just doesn't hold up. And I don't get why I don't like it and other people like it. I just don't, but it just goes to show you everybody has different preferences, you know? So this is the NYX Epic Ink Liner. So this is a brush tip liner. It looks like, you know, it looks like it wouldn't be, but it's a brush. It's very similar to the Kat Von D tattoo liner that I love so much. So, you know, this one's like half the price probably, but I don't like this. I just can't really make this work for me. Like, it'll work okay, but this is the issue that I had with it. So the first time I got it, and the first time I used it, I always store my Kat Von D liners upside down so that the ink, you know, stays in the tip and it doesn't dry out too quickly, so that I get, you know, the longest life out of my eyeliner, okay? So I did that with this one, and it was like, whoa, pigment, like, whoa, too much. And it just looked crazy. So then I turned it upside down, and I wasn't having that issue as much, but it bleeds on me. Like, I wonder if I can show you if it'll do that on my skin. Yeah, I don't think you can really see that well because I don't have like a great like high-tech camera there that like focuses and stuff, but it just bleeds a little bit. And especially like when I go right on my inner corner and like there's a little bit of moisture there because of like, you know, my eye juices, it just bleeds. And so unless I don't bring it all the way into the inner corner, which I very often do with my eyeliner, and I don't have trouble with the tattoo liner, like I have that issue. And if I put too much, like if too much pigment gets out, then I'll have that issue. So I don't always have that problem. Like but it's just so finicky that like, I don't know if it's gonna bleed on me or not. Like it just feathers out, and like, I don't like that, you know? And like, I know that it's cheaper, but I don't know, is it not happening to other people? Am I the only one? Like, did I get a bad one? I don't know, but otherwise I like it. I like the tip, you know, it's very black. It lasts really well, like but it does that, and I don't like that. That's not okay. I'm not okay with that. So unfortunately, yeah, I don't know why this one didn't work for me. And like Jessica Braun, who I love here on YouTube, this is her holy grail. So I don't know. I don't really know what the situation is. It obviously worked for her. It doesn't for me. So I did end up buying my tattoo liner again during the VIB sale because it's just my favorite. I have it in the black and the brown because I love it and it always works for me. All right, everyone. So that is it for the newest edition of Beauty Blab. I was almost going to say this month's, but again, we're not doing this every single month. So I'm just gonna wipe the slate clean again. And every time I come across a product that I'm really excited about, I will just add it to the list. And you know, whenever I come up with enough products that I feel like it's worth doing a video, then I'll come back and do another one. Let me know in the comments below what you are loving right now. I'm definitely curious to hear, you know, some of the things that you're excited about. If you like this video, please make sure and give it a big thumbs up. That really does help out my channel so much. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. I would love for you to stick around, and I really hope to see you next time. Bye.